Today, we're gonna rank every natural island monster, and then at the end, decide which island is the best. So we're starting with Noggin. Okay, Noggin has a pretty simple sound. You know, nothing crazy to it. He's naturally the first monster everyone gets. So we do need to have an appreciation for that. But as far as sound goes, I think Noggin belongs in mid. Okay, next up we have Mammoth.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, everyone loves Mammoth, guys. Mammoth is a legend. Again, though, if we are judging strictly off sound, Mammoth does have a pretty simple sound. He's got that nice deep bass. But even in the final versions of the song, you can still always hear Mammoth. I think he's a very important monster with a nice voice, and I think he belongs in solid. All right, next up we have Toejammer. Okay, Toejammer's again pretty subtle, which with these entry-level monsters, we can't be expecting much of them because they're literally the baseline of the game. I think Toejammer goes over here in mid next to Noggin. Potbelly. Okay, Potbelly is very simple, as you guys just heard. Not crazy important in the song. If you mute Potbelly, you're not going to notice a difference in the song, to be honest. So for those reasons combined, I think we put Potbelly in garbage. I'm sorry, Potbelly. Drumpler. Every time I see this monster, I have to mention it. He is easily the dumbest looking monster in the game. Something about him, bro. They just make this guy look stupid. But don't get it twisted, he can play the drums. So as far as a drum sound goes, I think Drumpler is better than Noggin. He's just more out there, you can hear him easier. But I think Mammoth is better than Drumpler though. I don't know, something about Mammoth's like, boom. Something about that is just really good. So I think we put Drumpler in the front of mid. Fwog. Okay, so you just heard there, pretty simple, pretty straightforward sound. Bow, wow, 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 wow. I mean, it doesn't, I don't know. It meshes together in the song afterwards, but if you judge Fwog based on her sound alone, I think she belongs in garbage. She is in front of Potbelly though. Potbelly goes behind her, but she's still pretty garbage. Maw. Everybody loves a good Maw. We can all appreciate her sound. I think it is fair to say that Maw goes in front of Mammoth. I don't think she's on beautiful level, but she is definitely really solid. Next up, Scrub. This is our beatboxing champ. Hit that thing, Shrub! Shrub adds a lot of value. He's a beatboxer. It might not sound the best, but do not disrespect Shrub's name. I think Shrub belongs in solid. What do you guys think? You guys agree with what I'm saying right now? If you think I should be changing any of these, then at the very end, comment down below what you think should be differently. Furcorn, this is my guy. Yeah, let me hear Furcorn. Oh my gosh. Personally, I'm a fan of Furcorn. He isn't the craziest though on Plant Island, I won't lie. He does shine a little brighter on other islands compared to Plant. But I think we need to respect Furcorn. I think he should be at the front of mid. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okatopus. Let's hear it. Okay, Okatopus is cool. He's got his little melody going on. Definitely is a viable part of the island. How important though? I think he should go in front of Mammoth, but behind Maw. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Next up, we have T-Rox. T-Rox is like our first 3 element getting into the game. Nice bass tone. Still like provides that melody we're looking for. But I don't see him being above Maw. I think he's behind Maw. Yeah, let's go with that. Pummel. Okay, again, we have another nice set of drums. Pummel's not crazy, but she's nothing insane, nothing extraordinary, not beautiful. But that drum is important though. I think Pummel should go above our beatboxer, but behind Mammoth. Clamble. Just wait for it. Wait for him to hit that thing. Yeah! Clamble does play a pretty big role. In order for Clamble to be beautiful, I feel like I need to like feel it deep in my heart, you know? Like I want Clamble to change me in order to be beautiful. And I don't think she does that. Wait, what the? Clamble's not on our list, bro. Okay, Clamble's not on the list for some reason. Actually, I'm gonna put this in the place and I'm gonna put picture of Clamble over him. So boom, that's where Clamble is. Bogart, oh my gosh, this guy is my favorite. Not my favorite, but he is one of my favorites. Yeah! Play that thing, Bogart! Ah! Yeah! Hit that thing, Bogart! Dude, he is playing that violin so hard. Sorry, I know it's not a violin. I can never think on the spot when I'm recording what it's called. But he is playing it, whatever it is. Okay, I think it is fair to say that Bogart is beautiful. I think he's beautiful. Like, that melody in... Oh, it's so good. Final choice, Bogart's beautiful. Next up, Aunt Brat. Oh, here we go.
La, 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 la.
Bro, you cannot tell me this sounds good. Bro is literally yelling. Like, dude, I'm so sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. You are garbage. You are the worst one. His melody somehow does work out in the entire thing, but overall, he is horrible. Okay, Punkleton, the new seasonal monster. Ooga, ooga. Ooga, ooga. Okay, he's very subtle. Does he make a drastic difference? No, not really. But he does look cool. He has a cool design, and he's a cool seasonal for Plant Island. So, I think Punkleton goes in mid. He's gonna go with the bottom of mid. Gads. I'm a fan of this guy. By the way, for those that are new, I actually breeded him on my first ever attempt. If you're interested in watching that video, feel free to click the card on the screen. But yeah, we did do that and it was crazy. You really gotta go see my reaction. Oh, dude, it's such a cool sound. Oh, it's so cool. So considering how rare he is, actually, no, we're not doing that. We're doing strictly sound-based. So he's cool. I think he's beautiful, guys. I really think that Gast is beautiful. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I think it's fair to put him there. Behind Bogart, though. Behind Bogart. Gajoob. Ugh. Oh my gosh, dude. He's got such a cool sound. Gajoob, he plays like out of the horns, the nice melody. Is it crazy though? Is it beautiful? I don't know if it's beautiful, guys. I'm not sure that it's beautiful. I think he goes at the front of solid. I think he's first in line on solid. All right, next up, we're getting into our weirdos.
Every monster knows how the plants grow, and every monster cares.
Let me hear Barcelona.
And they know how they shade, and they feed them.
Bro, her voice is so beautiful.
Them alive. Let's watch plants grow.
Yes.
Let's watch plants grow. Everything here is alive.
Barcelona's beautiful. She's a legend as far as Plant Island goes. She's got a great voice. I mean, Barcelona might be perfection, guys. Might be worthy of perfection. I don't know. I personally love both of the weirdos, so I'm gonna place her at perfection. Next up, we have Talker.
They sleep when it gets cold and the leaves turn. They turn red and they turn gold.
Tell me about it, man.
They need sunlight and water and earth and the air to keep them alive. That's how plants grow.
That's how plants grow. Let me hear the chorus, Talker.
Everything here is alive.
Okay, guys. Hearing him by himself, though, I think Barcelona has a better voice than him. Actually, I didn't even know I thought that until right now. I think the weirdos have an unfair advantage because they obviously sing the lyrics, so it's like they're a cheat code. But I'm gonna put him at the front of beautiful. I don't think he's perfection, but he is beautiful. Oh my gosh, Sugar Bush. Oh, this is... Play it, Sugar Bush. Yeah. Sugar Bush is a fan favorite. Oh my gosh, I could listen to him play that guitar all day long. Okay, I don't care. Hands down, Sugar Bush goes in perfection. Sugar Bush is amazing. Whenever I go back to Plant Island, I always find myself singing that. Yeah. That part, I always sing it with him because it just sticks out so abruptly over the other monsters. So for me, Sugar Bush is first on perfection. First up, we have Furcorn. Furcorn is a beautiful singer, guys. I think he does his job well. He's not a lead singer, but he definitely has a good influence on the island. I would say that Furcorn is great. Next up, we have Bogart. Okay, for Cold Island, he has a pretty simple sound, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's just that same noise that loops the entire song. Okay, so while I think Bogart is amazing on other islands, on Cold Island, he doesn't do too much. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to throw him in eh. Next up, we have Dandito. She does her thing, but she doesn't have a very pronounced role. So I think she's also gonna go in eh. I'm sorry, the Thumpies. The Thumpies are cool. They provide a solid drum sound. We can't hate too much on the drum sound of the island because the drum doesn't get that much recognition. It's kind of background noise, but it does impact the island. I think the Thumpies are gonna go in mid. I feel like they don't get enough credit, so I think mid is fair. Next up, Grumpery, or however you say his name.
Bum shaka la shaka. Bum shaka la shaka. Bum shaka la shaka.
I was disappointed with him because I think he's our ethereal monster for the island. Wait, let me check real quick. Yeah, Grumpery is, yeah, he's the ethereal monster for the island. So I was expecting a lot more from him at first. So again, guys, we're being kind of harsh, but I think Grumpery is in eh. I'm sorry, that's just what I think. Next up, we have Mammoth, the OG. You cannot not like Mammoth, guys. Mammoth is a legend. I think Mammoth goes in mid. That seems fair, right? Yeah, I would say in front of the Thumpies. Because even in the final versions of the song, you still always hear Mammoth. So we got to show the man some love. Next up, we have Talker. All right, Talker, let's hear those vocals.
And yes, it can be lonely.
It can be lonely,
But hey,
but hey,
do what you will.
do what you will. Now, guys, I feel like the Wordos have an unfair advantage when it comes to doing a tier list because they sing. They get way more opportunity than what the other monsters get. So, I don't know. I mean, we are going based off sound, so I'm not going to be biased at all. I think Talker belongs in the front of great. Guys, beautiful is a level to where you just know. If a monster isn't beautiful, then we are all going to agree that they go in beautiful. It's not easy to get up there, but we should have someone up there by the end of the video. All right, next up, we have Magpie. Show me those vocals, shawty.
Is it cold outside? Nobody likes me. Everyone's afraid of me. It's because I am weird.
I'm actually curious to hear what you guys think. Do you guys prefer Magpie or Talker on this island? Leave it down in the comments below. I feel like they go hand in hand together, to be honest. Neither of them have a really good voice, in my opinion. I really don't think that either of them are beautiful. So I think it's fair to just put her right beside him at great. That seems reasonable. All right, next up we have Pango. You can always count on Pango to bring a nice peck sound to the island. Again, they don't really give him much to do on this island, so it's kind of hard for him to shine. So again, I think we have another monster. Cold Island is sort of a underwhelming island, you could say. I know a lot of people might hate me for saying that, but it's just they don't do, you know, it's kind of a slow-paced song. I can appreciate Cold Island for what it is. They just don't really have many monsters that are standing out over the other ones. Next up, we have Strombonen. I love how he ends his trumpet session. He ends it so like, bah! What do you guys think about Strombonen? I think Strombonen's really good. I think he's my favorite monster that we've heard on this list so far. And I'm trying to see, compared to these people, I think Strombonen might low-key be the best monster on the island. I think for that reason, it's fair to put him at beautiful. Quibble! Quibble is pretty fire, guys. I can't lie. I remember when I first got on this island, Quibble was one of my favorite monsters. The way she just plays that piano, like, they do it right. I think Quibble should go, like, somewhere in the midst of great, maybe in front of Furcorn, but behind the Wordos. What do y'all think about that placement? We have to be fair, guys. We're putting them on a ranking list. So Kongle, just because of his lack of sound that he makes, I have to put him in trash, guys. Do I think Kongle is trash overall? No. But on this island, he barely does anything. I cannot put him on the same level as Bogart when he doesn't do anything. But we're gonna go with trash.
Bow. Bow. Bow.
I mean, Potbelly serves his role. He doesn't do much, guys. We're being honest, guys. We are being completely honest on this tier list. Potbelly, get the fudge in trash, you loser.
Shoop shoo it, shoo it a doop, shoop shoop shoo it, shoo it a doop.
Mother. Dang it, bro. All right, guys, I got too excited. We have another monster, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest. Octopus doesn't do much on this island, guys. I think it's fair to put him like behind Pango, but in front of Dandito. I think that's reasonable. Now we have the Dipsters. Okay, let me unmute all of them, and then we can judge their sound. Yeah. No, for real though, the Dipsters barely ever miss. I think the Dipsters can go in great, honestly, like in front of Quibble. I think that's like pretty solid. The Dipsters kind of carry Cold Island, guys. You might not think about it, but they add a lot of noise to the island. Another just underwhelming sound, guys. Like if we're being honest, Cold Island is kind of an L. ToeJammer has to go in trash, guys. He literally says, dude, there's no way I can put him above anyone else. Guys, yet again, another underwhelming monster. Sorry, I know I sound like a Cold Island just hater right now, but that's not the case. I try to appreciate every island for what it's worth, but Cold Island is just giving me more and more reasons to rank it a lower tier island. Maw is amazing on other islands, but on this island in particular, she doesn't really do anything. Maw goes in trash too. Maw is in trash as well. There we go. Now we're hearing something. Okay, Tweedle is solid. She makes a good rhythm. She has a nice tone to her voice. It really directs the island a lot. So I think Tweedle goes in great, guys. Yeah. Deej has this nice, like, DJ-esque vibe to him. Really hip-hoppy and upbeat. Yeah. Whew. I think Deej goes, like, right up here in front of Tweedle. What do you guys think about that? I think that's pretty fair. Oh, I love that whistle. Sponge's whistle, something about it. I just be randomly whistling that tune in my head. Like I'm outside eating food or something and I'll just be thinking. I think Sponge goes in the front of mid. In front of Noggin. The whistle is great. I think the whistle sounds beautiful. But it is just a whistle at the end of the day. So to rank it above these high level monsters wouldn't be fair. First up, we have Maw. She's one of the few like baseline monsters that just has a really melodic sound. Starting the tier list is always kind of hard, but I think it's fair to throw Maw in B tier. I don't know. We might race her up. You'll just have to keep watching and find out. Pom Pom.
Hey nana, hey nana, hey nana, hey na.
Yeah, dude, we got our cheerleader on the island.
Low. Hey nana, hey nana, hey nana, hey na. Hey. Low.
Pom Pom brings a simple sound to our island. Her sound is pretty pronounced. Even in the final versions of the song, you can still hear Pom Pom. But considering her sound is pretty simple, I think it's only fair to put her in C tier. T-Rox. Yeah. T-Rox is one of my favorite bass monsters in the entire game. I know he's the OG, but that stomping noise... I think it's fair to throw T-Rox in B tier as well. Mammoth. Yo, Mammoth. And I believe that's the only sample he has for the entire song, right? Wait, I'm gonna let it loop and see if he has a different track. Okay, it looks like that is his only track. So again, he's another really simple monster. I do really like his melody, and I think it sounds really good. But considering all the factors, guys, I think we throw him in B tier as well. Our B tier is getting crowded, but I think this is where they're at. Flog.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, Flog, another really simple monster, and he doesn't have the best sounding voice on Air Island, so I think we throw him in D tier. Sorry, Flog. ToeJammer.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Guys, this is really hard because I really do love every monster on Air Island. Like, they all sound so good. But if I'm being fair here, no bias, ToeJammer is a D tier monster. I'm sorry. Barcelona.
And now that you have landed,
Oh, go Barcelona.
together we will share
Dude, I never hear her without Stewart. She sounds like actually really good.
A carefree life for monsters.
Because we walk on what?
Because here we walk on air.
Yeah! Yo, I have a newfound respect for Barcelona. I always hear her duetted with Stewart and with all these other monsters in the background. But right here, with her solo, she just sounds like kind of beautiful. Now, guys, I do always mention this because I think the Wordos have an unfair advantage in the tier lists because they sing actual lyrics, so obviously they're gonna be higher. But guys, we gotta put Barcelona in S tier. We've got to. Drumpler. So every time I go up to Drumpler, I always make fun of how dumb he looks. Like, bro, his eyes are just both looking up at what? Yeah. Yeah. So as a drummer, Drumpler actually does a pretty good job. You know, he does exactly what a drummer's supposed to do. He carries that melody on, and he adds that bright kind of sound. So I think Drumpler is fair to be in B as well. Riff. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I love Riff. I can't even lie, he is one of my favorite monsters in the entire game. I just think he's an amazing guitar player. That electric vibrato just rings out. Go, Riff.
And now that you have landed,
Him in Barcelona.
together we will share
Oh, they're duetting right now.
a carefree life for monsters.
Because here we walk on air. Oh, dude, he's so good. Guys, in my opinion, Riff is undoubtedly S tier. He's amazing. Cybop. Dude, it's always kind of hard to understand what he's saying. Wait a second. What did he just say? Hold up, hold up. Oh! Nah, bro. Cybop has to go in D tier. Nope. Tweedle. Yeah, dude, I love Tweedle's melody. It just kind of floats in the air and resonates with the island. Tweedle's pretty solid, but she does have a simple noise, so I think we put her in the middle of B tier. Above Mammoth, but behind T-Rox. I think that's pretty reasonable. Scups. Kind of hard to vibe with Scups because he doesn't do much, you know? Ah, sorry, Scups. It's nothing personal, but you gotta go in D tier. Above Cybop, though. Above Cybop. Quibble. Oh, dude. She kicks in instantly. Oh my gosh, she's solo bodying this. Guys, I've always said Quibble is one of the best piano players in the entire game, and I stand by that. She kills it on Air Island, and she kills it on almost every island she's on. Wait for this solo point right here. Yeah. I think Quibble is going to be our first monster to go in A tier. I don't think she's quite S tier level, but she's 100% beyond B tier. Y'allstritch. Guys, I really like Y'allstritch. She kind of has like a yodeling sound. I really like the yodeling sound personally. Maybe it's a little biased, but I think she's at the front of B tier. But T-Rox definitely does more for the song than her, so she needs to go behind T-Rox. But I think that order is pretty fair. Hula, and she's actually one of the new seasonals we just got. Yeah, I like her voice. It's so like simple, but it sounds melodic. Hula is gonna go in B tier as well. Stewart. Guys, this is my twin. A lot of people say that I might secretly be the voice actor for Stewart. So I'm gonna sing next to him right now, and you guys let me know down in the comments below.
They say that we are monsters, but I don't really care.
Maybe, possibly, who knows? I don't know, guys. I might secretly be Stewart. So you guys already know where I'm gonna place him. Straight up in the front of S tier. Rebro. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I don't even remember the sound he makes. I think he kind of makes like a DJ vibe, but I'm gonna have to listen here. All I know is he's looking pretty swagger with those glasses. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so he kind of makes like a, Kind of like a dubstep steamy sound. He's probably like the closest version of a Wubbix we get in a normal monster. I've never really thought about it like that, but he probably kind of is. Wait, here's the second part. Yeah. He really plays a big role at this part of the song. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, you know what? I wasn't sure where I was gonna place him, but after hearing that, I think he actually goes in A tier. I think he goes in A tier. Let me know what you guys think of that. Smoochly, I do not have, so I'm just gonna throw her in D tier because I don't have her. And now we're gonna move on over to our boy Kongle. Go Kongle. Kongle is a nice OG monster. He's always played more of a simple role, but he does the job that has been given to him as our like low-key drummer for the island. He doesn't overpower Drumpler, but he does his thing. But just considering how simple his sound is, I think it's only fair that we put him in C tier. Noggin. And again, guys, we all know Noggin. We can't expect too much of him. He's literally the first monster everyone gets on every island. But guys, we're being completely fair here. Sorry, Noggin. Get the fudge in D tier, you stupid loser. Pango. Yeah. Yaha. Pango actually plays a pretty cool role on our island here. His pecking sound is very unique. No one else makes this sort of sound. It's very exclusive to just him. And even if we zoom out here and we just focus on the entire song, you can still hear him. I think Pango is gonna go over here next to Maw in B tier. All right, guys, and now we have our dipsters. So let me just go through and unmute these guys one by one and see what we can rate them. There they are. They're kicking in now. Hold on, I'm gonna zoom in on like one side of them. Yeah, the dipsters always add like this cool new element to the island. I'm definitely glad that they put the dipsters in the island. I think they're about to come in really strong in this next section. There they are. We are monsters. But I don't really care. Yes, guys, they are flowing through this. It's all up in the air. Yeah! All right, guys, I think the dipsters are very important. I think they add a lot to the island and just make everyone really happy. So for those reasons, I'm gonna put them in A tier. All right, guys, now on to the Wubbixes. Starting here with our epic Wubbix. I love the way he comes in. Oh, dude, he's just so cool. Guys, how do you even rate a Wubbix? Like, let's be real, how do you rate a Wubbix? He's going in S tier. Rare Wubbix. And we're gonna listen here closely and try to understand what it is that he's saying. So let's see if we can hear it. Error overflow. That's the only thing I can understand. So going slow? Something like that? I don't know, guys, but the Rare Wubbix design is really awesome. I love the keyboard thing on him, and his voice is cool. It's like robotic-y, but he is a robot, so like, I don't know. However, I do not think that Rare Wubbix is in S tier just because you don't know what the fudge he's saying. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. Normal Wubbix. Dude, he's just so good. You cannot not like normal Wubbix. His dubstep remix that he brings to the island somehow always fits in perfectly. We have this nice like melodic song, so it would be weird normally to put in like a dubstep remix, but somehow normal Wubbix always kills it. Yeah! Dude, he's so good. The design and everything. You guys already know he's going in S tier. First up, Cybop. Personally, I've always been a fan of Cybop's voice. The sample he gives us on this island isn't anything crazy. It is pretty chill, so I think it'd be fair to put him in B. Bandito! Dude, I always love the look of her afro. She has that nice falsetto. And it's kind of just a vibey noise overall. Again, though, kind of more of a baseline monster, but her voice is pretty. Ah, man, I think she goes right beside Cybop. Let me know what you guys think of that. Flog. Yeah. We can't expect much from Flog, guys. He is a single element monster, so we have to take that into account. Considering all the factors, guys, I think he has to go in C tier. Sorry, Flog. Geode. Oh, I love this. Yo, she's so good, guys. Oh, I've always been a huge fan of her crystally keyboard sound, guys. Oh, I could vibe to it all day. She's undoubtedly one of my favorite monsters on the entire island. As far as Water Island goes, guys, I think she is worthy of S tier. Sponge. Oh, dude, I can't wait to hear this whistle. Oh, there he is. Hit it. Go Sponge. Oh, dude, his whistle just sounds so good. Okay, guys, I know he's just a whistler, but I think his whistle is really pretty. And guys, let's be honest, everyone loves Sponge. I think Sponge belongs in A tier. Noggin. Yeah. Noggin is like the first or second monster you get on this island. So again, when it comes to expectation, the bar is set pretty low for him. But come on, guys, it's Noggin. Sorry, Noggin, we're being fair. You gotta go in D tier, you got to. Reedling. Oh, yes, dude. Oh, I forgot how much I like her here. Oh, guys, I love Reedling. Something about that flute sound. Oh, it's so good. Reedling is another great monster, and I think she belongs in A tier. Octopus.
I
love the ending here. Oh, then straight over to Jody. Wow, 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 wow. Bro, I love this island. As far as the first couple islands go, I think Octopus sounds best on Water Island compared to like Plant and the other baseline islands. However, though, we can't give him too much credit because he doesn't do too much for the song. But his small part doesn't sound bad at all. Wait, there he is. Guys, I think he belongs in the front of B tier. Rare Wubbix. Dude, it's so hard to hear what he's saying. Error. I know he says testing. Error. Rare Wubbix is notorious for people not understanding what he's saying. Here, you can definitely tell that he's saying testing error. What it means, I have no idea. But at least we can understand him here. I mean, guys, let's be honest though. Rare Wubbix isn't really doing anything for the song. He just has his one tiny part, and we don't even really know what it means. I think Rare Wubbix is gonna go in C tier, guys. I'm sorry. Barcelona.
I'm alright now, cold, hard, and clear like water.
Yeah!
Make it somehow.
Dude, I've never heard her sing by herself.
Like water.
I always hear her singing with Magpie, so it's actually cool to hear her have her own solo. I say this in every tier list video. The Wordos have an unfair advantage. They literally sing lyrics. Still, even though Barcelona belongs in the front of A tier. Potbelly. Oh, straight into it. We're not gonna give too much thought to Potbelly. I'm sorry, he's just too simple. Potbelly's gonna go in D tier. Quibble. Oh, right off the bat, dude. Quibble just has so much impact on every island she's on. Because that piano just plays throughout the entire song. She always has more than one part, and she always sounds good. I will say, guys, her playing is a little bit more limited on this island, but I think honestly it's just due to the island's vibe. Water Island is a lot more chill and kind of slow paced, whereas Quibble is normally a fast monster that plays a lot of upbeat, so it's a change of pace for her for sure. Still though, Quibble is a very important monster, and I think she belongs at the bottom of A tier. Yeah, I think that's good. Hummel. Oh, that nice deep bass drum. He's like really in and out here. Guys, I don't know why, but I just kind of noticed that Pummel pretty much swallowed a drum, and he's hitting it in his mouth. Look at it, it's like literally in his mouth. It's kind of hard to judge drummers sometimes, because they don't have crazy impact depending on who they are. Pummel does help the flow of the island, but he doesn't have a significant impact. So I think Pummel goes in the bottom of B tier. By the way, guys, if you're still watching this video, be sure to subscribe to Pure. Whoever this is, shout out to you, thanks so much. Scups. Yeah. The nice suction cup sound. Scups always brings like this moist, wet, suction cuppy sound. He's definitely a very unique monster. His impact isn't that crazy, guys. So I think to be fair, we have to put him in C tier. Shellbeat. Oh, and he kicks in immediately. Oh, dude, I love the design of him. I actually have a rare Shelby. For those who are wondering why he's not pink and he's blue. Oh, dude, he changes up with the vibe. I just love everything about Shelby, guys. Shelby is the epitome of what a drummer should be like on the island. He's definitely one of my favorite drummers in the entire My Singing Monsters game. Because of these reasons, guys, I think that Shelby belongs at the front of A tier. Wubbox. Oh. He goes ham here. Everyone loves Wubbox, guys. Oh man, his dubstep remix just flows so well with the song. And he just adds this really cool new element. Plus, he cost me 75 million gold, so I kind of have to like him. Wubbox is gonna go in S tier. Shrub, we got our beatboxing king here. Let's hear it. Oh. Hey, hey, hey. Guys, Shrub is a pretty subtle monster here. He has his little moments. Oh, he covered that mouth up. Shrub is also gonna go in D tier, guys. Sorry, Shrub. Toe Jammer. Ah, hit it, Toe Jammer. Hold up, guys. I'm kind of getting lost in the vibe. Toe Jammer is another low impact monster. It costs 250 coins to get him. Like, it can't be that crazy. Toe Jammer, sorry, buddy. Gotta go in D tier, though. Magpie.
Oceans deep, the current strong all around.
Tell me about it, Magpie.
Can you feel the sound?
Okay, here she goes. Straight to the chorus. Let's listen up here.
I'm alright now. Cold heart
And clear like water.
I'll make it somehow. I'll go with the flow like water.
Yeah! Guys, both Wordles on this island are really beautiful. They do a great job. We're gonna put Magpie right next to Barcelona in A tier. Tweedle. Bro, she has such a nice falsetto voice. Even though her voice does sound good, her role isn't that significant. So I think it's only fair that we put Tweedle behind Wubbox in C tier. Anglo. Yo, I've never noticed like Anglo's stomach. What is that? It looks like a black hole or something. There he is. Damn. He has a very unique voice, guys. It's like a resignation. I don't even know. I believe he is a mythical monster, though. So for being someone that's so hard to breed, his sound isn't that crazy. So I think it's fair that we put Anglo in B tier. The Dipsters. Hold up. Wait, I'm bouncing back and forth here. It's kind of hard to hear him, guys, when I'm zoomed out. But the Dipsters definitely do help carry on the role of the vibe of the song. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna rank all the Dipsters in the same level. I think they all belong in A tier. Epic Wubbox. Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh, he's kicking in here. Yeah. Oh, I love the design on him, how the bubbles are like floating out. Oh, I love that bloom bling. Epic Wubbox is a legend, guys, and I think he belongs in S tier. The first monster up is Cybop. There he is. Oh man, he has such an interesting voice, dude. Now. He's an interesting monster, dude. Whenever all the other monsters are unmuted, he has a really nice voice that slides in pretty well. I think most people do really like Cybop, and he is a higher ranked monster on a lot of people's tier lists. For me, I think he's gonna go in the front of B tier. We're gonna put him there for now. Clamble. There he is. He's coming in with that head bop. That very light accent in the background, but it definitely does have impact on the overall melody. There he goes, and he starts hitting that little dish now. It's hard to tell right here, guys. We have all the other monsters muted, but when we're all together, you can still hear him, even though he's kind of a light accent monster. Clamble does help, but he's not insanely impactful, guys. I think he's gonna go in C tier. Candito. And as you guys can see, I have a rare version of her. Still, same sound, though. There she is. Oh, man, I love that voice. Oh, man, so good, bro. You gotta love Dandito. Dandito's nothing crazy here. Oh, man, but you gotta like Dandito. I think she's gonna fall into a similar category with Cybop. But if I think of, I like Cybop more, I think. But I don't know, Dandito's close. Okay, we're just gonna put her right there for now. I think that's fair. Furcorn. Oh, man, he comes in with that nice falsetto voice. Oh, he's so good. Furcorn is a fan favorite, man. He's just one of those monsters that you have to love. But where do we rank him? I don't know, man. This is tough. Part of me wants to put him in A tier, but then I'm like, A tier might be too high. You know what? I'm just gonna throw him in B tier with those guys. I'm sorry. We're being strict, though. We're not giving these guys any free placements. Mammoth. Oh, man. Such an iconic and nostalgic voice. Yo, he's very simple, guys. We have to be honest with ourselves here, especially when we're dealing with a tier list. He's not bad. I think he's better than Clamble, but I think he belongs in C tier. Drumpler. Just like a small, quiet melody. Just beating on that stomach to keep it going. Drumpler's never been like the craziest drummer. He's always just been kind of a subtle monster in the background, but he's picking up here. Yo, he reminds me of like people in like the high school marching bands. Like they have the ones like the drums that are right in front of him. That's like him with his belly. Oh man, where does he fall though? Honestly, guys, I think he's gonna fall into that same category as these guys in B tier. And guys, these might change as the video goes on. I might move things around, so stick around to see the final list. Hula.
Yippity-yay!
There she is.
Yippity-yo!
Yippity-yo.
Yippity-yay!
I like her voice, guys. I've always been kind of fond of Hula. I think her, like, it's weird because she doesn't have the best voice, but it slides into the melody really good. Especially in the final versions of the song, you can hear her kind of carrying along slightly. Hula, guys, honestly, I'm gonna throw her in A tier. I'm gonna put her up there. Noggin. And he's the iconic monster, man. He's the OG drummer. He brings that light thumping noise to his head. Guys, as much as we love Noggin, we have to be realistic when comparing him to the other monsters. Noggin is dope, but he's not dope enough to be anywhere other than D tier. Sorry, buddy. Pango. Oh, there he is. Oh, dude, that plucking noise. It's so, like, smooth and sounds great. I like Pango, guys, even though he's very subtle, and his noise isn't anything, like, profound or anything like that. I like the plucking noise. Where do we rank him? Oh, dude, this is tough. You know, on more thought, I think I want to move Cybop up to A tier. Okay, I've been thinking about it. He belongs in A tier. Pango, because we can't have Pango and Cybop on the same level. We're going to put him in B tier. Pom Pom.
Yippee-yay!
There she is.
Yippee-yo!
Yippee-yo.
Yippee-yay! Yippee-yay! Yippee-yo!
Oh, man, she kind of plays with Hula here, but she has her own distinct voice. Yippee-yo-yo. I like Pom Pom, guys. I don't know, like, what y'all's thoughts are on her. I know she's not the best sounding monster. She doesn't do the most for the island, but I can appreciate her for what she offers. Pom Pom, Pom Pom, Pom Pom. I think we put Pom Pom over in B tier. Potbelly. And I forget, I have this rare version of him that has braces on, and it's like this darker color. He has a six-pack. I just now noticed that. Oh my gosh, Potbelly is ripped. But as far as his sound goes, it's pretty simple, guys. You know, we have to be honest with ourselves. Potbelly's he's gonna have to go in D tier. I'm sorry. I love you, Potbelly. Chorister. Oh, man. We just have these 6 different voices all coming in and harmonizing together. Sing it, guys. Oh, man, he's so good. See, this is where I have conflicting thoughts. Because you hear Chorister and you're like, oh, he's definitely an A tier, maybe an S tier. But when you hear Cybop, you're not like, oh, that's definitely A tier. You know, you kind of have to think about it. So that makes me think about, like, is he actually A tier? To be honest, I don't know, guys. I think we're going to throw Chorister in S tier. He deserves it, bro. He's a goat. Reedling. Oh, there he is with the flute sound. Oh, my gosh. Dude, you cannot not like Reedling. It's like arguably one of the best monsters as far as carrying on the melody goes. Oh, it's just so constant. And then he climbs there. Oh. Yo. And then we go to this different part of the song. Oh, he's amazing. Okay, Riedling, I can say with confidence, I feel like Riedling has to go in A tier, guys. Shrub. He's coming in with the beatboxing. Shrub is another subtle monster, guys. His beatboxing doesn't have the best impact. He's kind of just like... I think someone like Shrub, I feel like Shrub needs to go in C tier. Moving on to the wordos, we have Sturb. Tell me about it, Sturb. Can be strong. We build the foundation of where it all comes from. Do the earthquake. Oh, he's so good. Here, we're gonna listen to all of his samples here to get a full sense of what he really sounds like. Just keep your feet on the ground. Oh, there he is coming in with the chorus. Head all around. You put your hands in the air and move with the sound. Do the earthquake. Oh, it's so good. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to sing along so we can really just hear him. Do the earthquake. Oh, but he's so good. I know a lot of times we hear him with Talker as well. So it's cool to hear him and his voice alone. Sturb, guys, it's undeniable. We're all thinking it. We know where he belongs. He has to go in S tier. Talker. Here he is. You're a mountain, Talker.
Are my stone,
You are my stone.
from the ashes of
Where I arose.
and I.
He has a good voice, man. Sturb's tagging along here.
You can be strong.
Man, when it comes to the wordos, you just can't go wrong. Talker, once again, we got him on his respect. He's got to go in S tier. The Dipsters. And okay, I actually have to individually go one by one and unmute them, so give me 1 second. Oh, there they are. Oh, man, they come in and it's instantly just like this extra element. I think everyone can agree the Dipsters are amazing for the songs. It's just like this little tiny symphony that just adds these small accents to the crescents of the song. And they're cute, bro. Look how sick and adorable they look. The Dipsters are big, guys. You gotta give the Dipsters their respect. The Dipsters, I think it's fair to put them in A tier. They're big guys. They have a lot of impact. The Thumpies. There they go, starting in. We got the nice drumming sound. I love the design of these guys, how they just kind of swap off the mushrooms and the log. And then we kind of have this deep, bassy drum. Drumpler's kind of like a lighthearted drum. And then the Thumpies bring this deep, bassy kind of voice. I actually like the Thumpies. I think that they overall are good for the island. I think as far as rating goes, where do we put them? Let's just go with B tier, man. I think B tier is going to be our best option here. Tweedle. There she is, slowly kicking in. It's like she has a falsetto kind of sound, but she's singing, not really like hitting that high note. She has like the angelic constant tone. La, 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 la. Again, when it comes down to it, Tweedle is a simple sounding monster with not too much impact. She definitely does help, and she is one of the first original monsters you get for the island. So I do respect that, but I think it's fair to put her in C tier. Wubbox. Oh, there he kicks in here. Oh, just the heavy dubstep sound that you cannot help but love, man. Like, oh, we have like a smooth island, all these different monsters, and then they conclude it by getting the Wubbox. You just get like this remixed version that just like throws off the vibe, but in a really good way. Oh, the pumping noises, everything is so good. Guys, you already know where we're putting the Wubbox. We gotta throw him up there in S tier, man. He's just way too good to not be up there. Rare Wubbox. There he is. And again, guys, with Rare Wubbox, it's really hard to understand what he's saying. He just kind of has like a light reverb sound. It's like his voice has this auto-tuning filter, but it's not in a way that you can hear it better. It's a way that kind of filters it to where you can't hear it like this. You can't hear it as good. So we can't be wild and putting him in a crazy high spot, because let's be honest, other monsters have better impact than Rare Wubbox. Just because he's a Wubbox, we can't put him up higher. That's not fair. Rare Wubbox, I think he goes in C tier, bro. I'm just gonna say it, man. Rare Wubbox goes in C tier. Hee hee. There he is, kicking in with the accordion. Oh, it's so good. It just like rings between the wordos and it gets higher and higher. Oh, then you hear the iconic laugh. And hold up, that's not it. He has another amazing part. Right after the Wordo's finish, he comes in here and he has his own little part. Oh, it's so good. He is a legend, guys. He's great. Man, for me to not put him in S tier, I feel like it's disrespectful. We have to, man. We just throw him there. Boom. He belongs up there, man. Epic Wubbix. And he's immediately going in here. Oh, man. Now he's just got this clanging, like drummy, bassy kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's really good, though, because he has the dubstep side to him, but then he comes off and he also has this other part. But then he just comes right back in super strong. Oh, the design for him, the sound, the verbs, everything, it all is just so good. Guys, they really kill it with Epic Wubbix on Earth Island. I'm not gonna lie, he's one of my favorite Wubbixes, I think, out of any island. He's really good, dude. We have to throw him up here in S tier. Guys, I just teleported my Humbug to Ethereal Island, so I don't have him on my island right now, but I know exactly what he sounds like, and I'm gonna play it in the background so you guys can hear it. It's like the electric guitar sound effect. He doesn't have like crazy impact on our island, but he definitely has presence. But I'm not gonna lie, for an ethereal monster, I was kind of upset with his sound. But just because it's not too bad. It's just not crazy. I think it's fair to put him at the front of B tier. And here we are, guys. This is my final tier list for Earth Island. All right, guys, now that we've ranked every single monster for these natural islands, what order do we want to rank the complete islands in? Oh, man, dude. Okay, I think first of all, starting here with Plant Island. I know all the islands are on the list, but we're only doing the natural islands. Plant Island, dude. Oh, dude, I think Plant Island is gonna have to go in... Oh, this is hard. B tier. I think I'm gonna have to go with B tier. I know a lot of you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I don't know, man. This is just my opinion. Next up, Air Island. Air Island, I really do enjoy. I'm not gonna lie. I personally love Air Island, and if we're using the standards of these natural islands for the tier list here, I'm gonna put Air Island. It's a high island for me. Is it S or A? Man, dude, I think... I'm gonna throw it in S tier. I have to, man. I just love Air Island. Cold Island. Okay, personally, guys, I don't really like Cold Island. I'm gonna throw that in D tier. Not much commentary there. I just don't like Cold Island. I don't know why. I know a lot of people do really like the island, but personally, I've never enjoyed the sound. Water Island. This is a solid island, guys. I think the thing with Plant Island is it's just too base. I don't know, though, because Sugar Bush is really good.